I'm John.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeremy.
And we are Western Games.
And this is our 2019 Pensacon wrap-up video. Just kind of giving our thoughts and our overview of Pensacon 2019.
So Pensacon is a pop culture event overall. I mean, it's at the Civic Center. It's all about television, movies, comics, stuff like that. So
yes, yeah, they have all these celebrities that come.
Right, so that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about what happens at the Grand Hotel across the street, which is still Pensacon. But what we're talking about is gaming. The tabletop, the immersive gaming that we do, what happens over there.
Absolutely, and if you go to the Grand, it's on the second floor. You come up the stairs right there at the elevators, and there's a big open area where they have some board games. There's 2 different small board games room. There's like a little store, a little shop. You can buy gaming stuff in there. And then at the very end of that is the role-playing room, which I think is called Grand Central Station.
Yeah, I think something like that.
It's a great big room. Anyway, that's where the role-playing, and that's where we were with our tent and our immersive gaming. So we'd like to thank a few people. First of all, Pensacon and Mike Inslee for letting us come out. Mike Bobby Dawson for letting us come out and actually set up in that role-playing room, the Grand Central. They've allowed us to come out in the last 2 years. We are a big setup. I think 10 by 15, 10 by...
Right, yeah, it's 10 by 15 tents. So when we actually first got there, there were tables everywhere. So they had to make room for us. And at first, it was pretty daunting for them. I mean, they're like,
They didn't think we were actually going to bring a tent.
Right.
They weren't ready for it.
But we showed up. They loved it. We filled up last year pretty quickly. This year, again, we filled up within the first couple of hours. We were full for the whole convention back in that room. But going back to the room, John, we talked about how hot it is in there. Oh my God, it is hot in there. I think it was like, I don't know, 20,000 degrees, or maybe 85.
Yeah, we saw Lucifer dancing through the room. It was incredibly hot, and part of our whole immersion thing is what we really want to do is get inside the tent, zip it up.
So that way the lights and the sounds, everything, you kind of...
It's a little more immersive for us.
Right.
Full effect.
But zipping it up causes it to go up another 20 degrees within the tent. We're literally baking in the tent, so incredibly hot. Last year, it was really hot in there.
Yeah, last year
worse.
was really bad. This year was a little bit better. They got some things going early on, but it was still hot. So, again, I didn't want to be in an oven.
It was hot, right. It was hot the first couple of days, but the last day, it cooled down. I mean, it was
cold.
It was like 65 degrees in there, and we're like,
both
woo!
years.
Yeah.
Both years.
But yeah, Sunday both years it cooled off. Like it was all of a sudden just freezing up there as opposed to scalding.
Yeah.
But the room, other than that, it was good.
Right.
We did have some concerns. I know I did. Not so much on Friday, but Saturday, man, I didn't think anybody was coming to game. I thought, what is going on?
It looked like they were just like a ghost town.
Yeah, at first, when we started, now, we didn't have a problem pulling people to
we were full. We were full the whole time.
But looking around, when you step out there, there were several tables in the room that we were in, all empty.
Right.
There was nobody in there.
What was going on with
and then all the tabletop games that were kind of outside, there was nobody. There were people sitting there, like the people who were going to run the games, nobody.
Right, and I know
that
when I talked to, I blamed it partly on because I talked to Mike Bobby and he was talking about people had personal things and DMs canceled and a lot of people that were running the games canceled. So I thought that might have been it, but there was just not that many people up there. But we did a panel. We stopped around noon on Saturday, and then we did a panel at 3.
Right.
When we came back from that panel, oh my gosh, it's like the whole floodgates open there. It wasn't the standing room only up there. It was a crazy amount of people.
Right, but there's a reason for that. Gamers don't get up until the afternoon.
And a lot of times they don't take showers at all.
Right. And so,
I showered.
Right, I shower. No.
Okay.
So what you have, especially in our big room, is you got heat, and you got gamers that don't bathe.
Doesn't work out.
Okay,
Oof.
I did bathe.
We're just playing.
So anyway, so that's the room. We're hoping that next year we're not going to be in that room. We may be in little smaller rooms, kind of to ourselves, but
we're still going to have the tent.
Still, yes.
For the setup.
Still gonna
We're
have
still
the
gonna have
tent.
the big setup.
Let's see. Oh, how we did, right? How we did at Pensacon, right?
Right.
We have we have videos. John's going to put a link in the description below of kind of wrap up videos at the end of all of our sessions. We actually video around the table and ask them, you know, whatever commentary, whatever comment, whatever review, whatever they want to say. It's just up to them. There's no choreographing or scripting or anything like that. Just say what you want. And we made a compilation. That thing.
That's a tough word for Jeff.
We can edit that right out.
No, probably not.
A compilation of the video that we took, I think already up on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, some of it is.
And hopefully John will splice some of that in right now.
Yeah.
So you see some of that. So we're back. So we got really good reviews. Everybody had a great time. We're full the whole time. Speaking of being full the whole time, last year we had planned on running 5 sessions in the weekend, right? 5.
Right. Yep.
This is 2018 I'm talking about now, 5 sessions. And it was just the 3 of us doing it. And as soon as we started running, they asked us to run more. So we ended up running 7 sessions, 4-hour slots last year. That's a lot. We enjoyed it, but that's a lot. We were just in the tent. We couldn't come out.
Baking in the tent.
Baking in the oven, like an easy bake.
It's rising like bread. It was not good.
So that was last year. So this year, actually a group that gamed with us last time, and John can actually put that video in because they had a 2018 wrap-up video.
Right.
Tyler, Jalen, and Gabby.
It was actually an incredible experience. They all need to do this quite often, probably more often than every year, but I will definitely be back.
Thank you. Got anything to say? Any review?
Absolutely fantastic. You could definitely feel the entire environment around you as it was happening, so absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much.
This was legit like the first time I actually played a real setting of D&D, and it was the most amazing experience I've had in any tabletop game. It was a wonderful experience.
Awesome, thank you. Tyler actually contacted me and said, hey, are you guys going back to Pensacon? I want to make sure you go. How can I be a part of it? How can I help? Blah, blah, blah. So him and his friends, his little crew, came and helped us, and they did a tremendous job. They well, they painted, they helped us paint.
They helped us set up. They helped us paint. They actually ran the game. They ran
More than we did,
Yeah,
actually,
they did.
because of the panels we had to do. They had to run at least one extra session. So instead of us running 4 and them 3, they did 4 and we did 3.
And they had some stellar reviews as well.
Oh yeah, the
They
guy,
did a
the one
phenomenal
young kid,
job.
the Navy, the military Navy kid,
Yeah,
I think,
he's gonna be an
brought us
officer,
donuts, right? Brought donuts the next day.
Did you get any donuts?
I didn't get. I don't eat carbs.
That's right. You're.
I didn't get no donuts.
I didn't get
drank.
any donuts either.
I drank, and I know that.
But I bet you Tyler got the donuts. And
Somebody
Jalen got the
got
donuts.
the donuts.
And Gabby got the donuts.
I think we still
I
had
didn't get any
donuts.
donuts.
No donuts for John.
Shut up.
I was just gonna say that.
All right, we won't talk about John. So they did a great job, and honestly, Tyler and Jalen DeYemen, I watched them a few times and kind of paid attention to that. They did a fantastic job with that adventure. Really kind of took their own take, made it their own. Did a great job with Bentor and the speech. Ooh, am I supposed to talk about that? We're not going to talk about the actual adventure.
That's
Bentor, he's the B.
right. For all of you next year, we won't get into Benthel.
Yeah, we'll stop right there. Speaking of things, so Gabby did a great job. Oh my goodness, she made a flow chart of the whole adventure. She brought extra decorations. She did a great job on your sounds and smells and sights.
Right.
and
So
lights.
I'm fired.
Yeah, John, we're Gabby's better looking than him.
Gabby's
too, so she'll be
taking
sitting
over.
here and probably in the next video. John will be behind the camera where he belongs. Putting links in the description below.
Right.
So are we gonna have them? They're gonna make their own kind of wrap up video, and hopefully we'll have they're either part of this one or they'll do a separate one. I don't know yet, but we'll have them do a video as well.
So we did some panels. You were part of. We had 2 panels actually, right?
We did have 2
So,
panels here.
but Jeff participated in a panel that was called Worldbuilding. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, I'd like to talk about the panels first. This year at Pensacon, and it's been going on for 6 years, it's the first year they've had any gaming panels at all. They've never done a gaming panel of any kind. So they did 3. One was called Dungeons and Dragons and which we were gaming, so we were running a session, so I didn't even know what that was about. But that
I missed it. I would have loved to have seen
yeah, I
it.
would have went,
But I
absolutely.
didn't even know what was going on.
And then Brian King of Neo Realms, John's going to put a link in the description below of Neo Realms. But Brian King and his crew did the world building panel that I set up. I sat on that panel. They do.
Bless you.
They. All right.
I think we should start.
No, we're good. This is great.
So
Hey, sneezes happen.
So Brian King did the panel on world building. They do Neo Realms. He has a couple of different games. He's got Pone, P-O-N-E. That's a little quick card game. I think I own a couple of them. You can play them here at the Blue Dragon. Great little game, but they've got a new game called Fenrir, the big
Fenrir,
wolf, the
yep.
Norse wolf. And it has a
It's
role
kind of
playing
based
game.
on Norse mythology, maybe.
I think
It's
maybe
a dungeon
Ragnarok
crawl
happened. It's
type
like
of
a
deal.
role playing dungeon crawl. They had some terrain down. We got a fun going off.
What was that? Did anyone hear that?
So they did that. Go check them out, Neo Realms. I think they've got a Twitch stream they do the gaming on. John's going to put a link in the description below.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Lots of links. Oh,
Links.
like us.
The missing
subscribe.
link.
Dude, definitely subscribe. Hit that like button. That's what everybody on YouTube says. Hit that like button. Anyway.
Hit the like, subscribe, hit the like button. What he said.
So the world building thing, right?
Yep.
It was Brian's panel. He had a whole presentation on PowerPoints and all this stuff and handouts.
Right.
I mean, I guess he'd done it before, but he asked me to sit in, so I did. And it went pretty well. They put us in a little kind of conference room with a big round table. I think we've got a video of both the panels. Don't we, John?
Yep.
Is there going to be a link in the
Yeah,
description?
there's gonna be a link in the description.
But if you want to check out, he's going to put the videos up with the panels, so check those out.
not
They'll be on the
necessarily
channel.
links, but there will be future videos where you can
of
watch
the
the
panels that we did at Pensacon. But the world building was great. We talked about pitfalls and traps to avoid as far as when you're building your world. We talked advice.
Pitfalls.
Pitfalls.
Pitfalls. That's what we talk. Pitfalls. That's the word.
In rabbit holes.
And rabbit holes. Don't go down the rabbit hole, which could be a pitfall.
I can't fit down any rabbit hole.
We know.
Donuts.
It's not because of the donuts.
He didn't get any
He did
donuts. You're choking me up. I need a beer. Better. So, but the world building panel, we didn't fill completely up. It was 3 o'clock on Saturday, and again, we thought the gaming area was dead. So where did we have many people? There was still
No.
space in the room.
Right.
Our panel though, upping your game.
That was
immersive
Sunday.
gaming.
Now, mind you, this is the last day of
Sunday's
the
the
con.
last day. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The con shuts down at 6, so it's like
kind of
last
winding
minute
down
stuff.
a little bit.
But that's when they put us on and upping your game. It went great. Standing room only. I don't think you could have got any more people
No,
in there. I mean,
no,
it was like
it was
30 or
packed.
40
We had people
in the
sitting on the floor.
just to hear us talk.
Hear Jeff talk.
To hear Jeremy. So the panel went great. We talked about what we do. We talked about Western games. We talked about the Blue Dragon. We passed out a ton of business cards.
I mean, we talked about a lot of things from crafting. It's our style of gaming. It's the immersion that we bring to the table.
Absolutely.
That's what we talked about.
It's everything in a whole.
Yeah, the lights, the sounds, the smells. We even gave them the stink smell through the whole room. That went off.
Right. What was the name?
Holy Crypt.
Nope. The name of is it Action Sense? What is it called again?
Adventure Sense.
Adventure Sense. Sorry.
There will be a link in the description below.
Yeah. Adventure Sense. Man, these things are great.
Yeah, yeah.
They're awesome.
And we're actually going to do videos reviewing some of the products that we use, especially if we buy them from other people and don't make them. We'll review Jeremy's products too.
As you can tell, we're new to this. I mean,
Very.
well, but we're having a good time with it, and this is just
That's what it's about.
We're at the ground floor, and you know we're gonna build this thing.
Absolutely. It is building. I mean, slowly but surely.
It's
we've got
building.
people coming out. So that was the panels, right? Great. And again, we'll have the other videos up. Next year,
Next year, 2020.
2020, we're coming back. Jeremy, what are we doing for 2020?
We're gonna do about the same thing, but we're gonna build on the terrain. You know, do some more lights, smells, and I mean, we're trying to make it a better experience for everybody.
In our one tent, in the main event.
So what's
Right.
the biggest thing we hope happens is we get our own room within the Grand, but we're adding another tent.
Well,
that's what we want.
We want to
maybe.
add another tent, right? We want to have another tent, plus maybe even a merchandise table. Where you
Right.
can buy T-shirts like this.
Merchandise table.
Merchandise table.
Merchandise table.
Maybe.
Stuff for sale.
Stuff for sale. There's a link in the description below. But we'll have the one tent we want to finish off and get 110% done. We want it to be just really, really nice and professional. Not that it hasn't been, but we want to just improve it to where we think it's just finished.
Always room for improvement. Always.
So we're going to work on that first, and then we're going to come up with what we're going to do with the second tent. There's a lot of ideas we're throwing around. We're tossing a lot of stuff out there. So if we do a second tent, that means more people, that means more volunteers, that means more crews to run. If it's another role-playing tent, we may need 6 more people to try to run. So if you're one of those people, if you want to help us run, if you want to come out and game with us, hit us up. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on
WesternGames.com.
Email us, westerngames@yahoo.com.
And YouTube, which is
What
what
you're
we're
watching
doing
right now. Hit the like button.
Subscribe. Hit the like button. That's what they say in these things, right?
Right. Hit the notification. Is there some kind of notification thing?
Click
I don't know.
buttons.
Hit the buttons. No, not this one. Don't do that one.
Yeah, don't do that.
Hit thumbs up. Hit the like button.
So, and one thing we need to talk about is every year we do this, and I think we touched on it a little earlier in the video, was we fill up quick.
We do fill up quick.
Fill up quick. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to
Next year.
2020, just so there's no confusion.
Right.
Is we're going to set it up so you can sign up,
Pre-register.
pre-register in advance online. On our website.
And if we've already talked about it a little bit, I'm not going to promise this, but if you get a group of people that you game with, and there's at least four of you or 5 of you, and you want to set up your own session, we could probably run an early morning or late night session for you specifically, but you'd have to contact us outside of the pre-registration and say, hey, Jeff, John, or Jeremy, I'd like to set something up.
Right.
So email us, westerngames.com.
Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is although it's super cool what we do there, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's a really awesome experience. That there are distractions within those rooms. There's other people playing. It can get loud in there. If you really want to be immersed in a game, you come to the Blue Dragon.
Yes, that's here. That's here, where we're sitting right now, in a tavern.
The
Grab
tavern.
beer. The tavern. The Blue
Blue
Dragon.
Dragon. The Blue Dragon. The tavern. This tavern.
The one we're in.
Blue Dragon.
The
Blue
tavern.
Dragon.
So the Blue Dragon,
There'll be a
it's a
link
gaming
below.
venue we've got. Western Games has put together. It's an immersive experience. There's no distractions out here. We've got Ben. He's running 40K out here, and Age of Sigmar, along with Gabby and Tyler and Jalen. They're all kind of doing 40K. So
Yep.
there's a community starting that out here. We've got D&D 5e out here. We've got Pathfinder out here. We've got
Star Wars Legion out here.
Legion is out here.
Right.
Jeremy's got so much Legion is coming
And-
out
and-
his wazoo.
And a ton of tabletop games.
Oh yeah, there's a whole library of tabletop games you can come out and play.
So you can
And
come
the
out
i-
here and you'll be immersed in all those type of games.
But the idea is to have the lights, the sounds, and all that stuff to help you get into whatever game that you want to play out here. There is no hours of operation of the Blue Dragon. Just contact us, let us know when you want to come out, and we'll make sure it's open for you within reason.
Okay.
Please don't ask me to be out here at 3 in the morning,
No.
but I'd probably do it anyway.
Well, that's because we love gaming.
We do, and this is what this is all about. Is
3 in the morning. Get up.
That's what it's all about, though, is us making gaming better. What we do at Pensacon is not about furthering Western games, although that it does do that. It's about introducing people to gaming, showing people what gaming can be.
And what you can do with gaming.
Absolutely. With all this stuff, that's what the panel was about. That's what we are about.
And every year, we look forward to meeting new people who have never played
any
Dungeons
game,
and
right,
Dragons
or
or any-
right. Come check us out.
We have several of those show up, and typically this year, man, we gave T-shirts away
We did give
to
t-shirts
whoever
away.
was the most impactful player at the table, and
Well, we gave,
in a lot of instances, they were brand new players. They had never even played.
we gave a golden dice away, right?
Yep, to the
Well,
first person who-
gold-colored metal dice
Right.
away for whoever got the first
Hello?
critical hit. Well, we gave a golden dice away, gold metal dice to whoever got the first critical hit at the table, whoever critically hit a monster
Right.
first. We gave dice away, dice in a dice pouch for any new players or any players who didn't show up with dice. We gave the contracts. Everybody got those though last year.
All kinds of swag.
Yeah,
All cool.
it's all
you know,
about swag.
We have pins.
You
You
know-
know, we're gonna make a new pin this year. We have a lot of pins. We have pins for best role player. We have an epic
When
pin
he says
with
pins, it's
buttons.
buttons.
little buttons, pins, buttons, whatever.
Buttons.
Right.
You said pin, I'm thinking.
Pin.
Pin.
Button. Oh yeah. Whatever. Pin. There's P-E-N and then there's P-I-N.
Right,
Right?
right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
So
anyway, we gave out a bunch, but we had a player
a cheater.
at Cheater this year,
Right.
Yes, we did.
and he did the old nat 20,
I got a 20.
and then
I'm
covered
telling you
it
right
up.
now, I've never seen anybody roll a 20 who it's like, bam, 20!
Get excited, woo!
They're dancing around the table. Not this guy. I got a 20.
Hey, and we realize it happens, and you know, this guy this is his second year with us.
Yes, he was a
actually
repeat
he's a
guy.
repeat guy.
And-
Cool dude.
But
He cheated.
It did, and I called him out immediately. I said, "Dude, you're cheating at my table. Come on now." Didn't throw him out. I mean, it's not like
No,
you're banned from the
no.
table or anything. Just don't cheat. Come on.
But so next time, if we catch somebody, we're gonna have some buttons made that say, "I cheated, Western Games."
we're
that
gonna
way
do
you can
maybe have
wear
some
that
LED
thing
lights
around.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, LED lights.
Cheater. So anyway, I guess wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Come out to the Blue Dragon. Come check us out. Come game with us. If you want to hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
Contact us. Come out here.
Western Games 2020 next year at Pensacon.
Pensacon.
We want to see you there.
Yep.
February 28th, March 1, March 2, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Got the dates.
That's right.
So yeah, come hang out with us.
Hello.
You done?
All right. Adios.